Why is it so hard in London to meet good men?
They're all superficial.
How are they superficial?
If they're good looking, they tend to be pretentious and assholes.
What do you think are the important qualities in a man that you would be looking for? Like, what do you actually like in a man? Humor.
Decent looking, but not too good looking.
Not too good looking.
No.
Why is that dangerous? Is that a red flag?
They just seem to have a better personality than guys who are like medium looking. And then when you like them, they become super good looking anyway. So.
What do you think are the most important qualities in a woman for a man? So, like, what do you think a man looks for in a woman? What are like the top three?
I guess kindness, attractiveness, and connection. Like, do you have that click? You know, I think that's the most important thing.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
What do you hope?
What I hope that a man looks for in a woman, number one, the connection. Like, that's always should be the most important thing. And like, whether you're attracted to someone or not, like, if you have that connection, you are instantly attracted to them. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can say you have a type, but it's always about that connection.
There's a lot of talk about today, like a sort of crisis of masculinity, where men are sort of lost. They don't really know how to relate to the world. Maybe the position that they held in the past is no longer necessary in quite the same way. What is the opinion within the community of like masculinity and men on the whole? Because I think there's some misconceptions.
I think masculine energy is a beautiful thing. I think masculine men are great. I think that there's a confusion between masculine energy and toxic masculinity.
Yeah, I was literally going to say the exact same thing. That's so funny.
I don't know whether you're watching Bake Off at the moment, but there's a man on it called Sandro, and he's like an East London boy. Yeah. He's a boxer. He's built. He's quite an attractive man, but he's so sensitive, and he loves chatting to people, and he loves baking, and he's just a very he's such a masculine man. But I think sometimes men, they get caught up in this idea that they need to be a certain image and they always need to be an alpha male, when it's actually a really masculine energy to be like caring and supportive and to understand when to take a step back. And to like, I think sometimes it's a mix up, and it sometimes feels like it's this constant fight to who's the best and who's this and who's that, when actually more of a masculine energy, which probably is attractive to people that are attracted to masculine energies, is to know when to step back and to know when to calm down and to know like when's your place and where's not your place, but when it is your place, to know how to step up.
Do you think that the online sphere, like Instagram, TikTok, Tinder, all of these dating apps, do you think that's kind of degraded a little bit the relationship between men and women because everything seems so available?
Yes, very. Both men and women. Men think that they can get extremely, extremely hot girls that may not be that hot in real life. Women get so many DMs, so much attention all the time that we have huge expectations. So it's completely clashing and is a massive issue.
I agree. Do you think there's a solution to that? Like, do you think we can actually solve that, or are we just like on a one-way train to terrible relationships?
I would have to think a bit longer, I think.
Reinvent romance.
Yeah, do you think like there's a way that we can go back from here and we can like have men and women just talking to each other normally and not all superficial, uploading kind of edited photos everywhere?
I mean, it's hard because it's also a point I wanted to make before where you said men have become weaker. I think it's also a commitment issue. Mm-hmm. So I think because there are so many possibilities to go out, like you can literally find someone else within the day. Dating apps, yeah. So I think it's about committing, which is hard to change, I think, because it's something that you get used to having the availability that there is. So therefore, I don't know. It's a hard question.
Do you think a man that's like focused on improving himself, like like working out, keeping healthy, like working on his business, looking after his family and friends and people, is that important to you?
Oh my gosh, definitely, massively. I think like for me, looking after my body, like your body's a vessel, making sure that you're healthy is so important. And so if I saw like that in someone else, I would find that impressive. I would like that quality. I think it's always a good thing when people take care of themselves properly and take their health seriously. And family, you mentioned, yes, so important. If they like love their family and have a good relationship with their family, that's a massive green flag for me.
Do you think over the past like 5 years that relationships have become harder? It's harder to find a good relationship over the past 5 years.
I think people kind of say that narrative, but I think probably relationships have always been hard, and it's always, especially like when you're a young person, and whether you're navigating trying to settle down, trying to have a career. Like I think relationships have always been difficult, and I think this day and age the problems have just become different with like social media, online dating and stuff like that. I don't think it's necessarily easier.
Quick call to action. If you guys need 15 minutes with me or more, book a call in the link in the description. I'm going to help you out for free, whatever your situation, wherever you are, whoever you are. What I'm teaching you is not easy, and it's even harder when you're doing it by yourself. I've been through it. I know how it feels. Book a call with me and I'll help you out for free. I expect nothing in return. Peace.